Hello everyone and welcome to Battle of the Beasts battle number 18. This is the Specials generation, so yeah, battle number 18 of Battle of the Beasts. I am your host Adam, and this is the final battle of round 2 before we get to round 3. So, when I last time did Battle of the Beasts, I ended it with 3 books. And one of these books have already... Brilliant. And one of these books I said would be going straight through to the next round, as I don't do 1 versus 1 versus 1, I only do 1 versus 1. So the book adds the remaining 3, which is Cressa the Winged Terror, Raksha the Mirror Demon, and Jakara the Ghost Warrior. The one that's making it through to the next round, and the beast that I already knew and Lucas already knew. For everyone else, the beast that's made it through to round 3 without fighting in round 2 is Cressa the Winged Terror. Now, in my opinion, I'm kind of happy about this. I would have preferred Cressa going through over Scalamanx, who also made it through. And comparing it to other beasts, compare it to the other beast in the previous season that skipped round 2. I'll easily choose Cressa over Tusk any day of the year. But yeah, that does leave Raksha the Mirror Demon versus Jakara the Ghost Warrior. So with this, I saved this one for the last battle of this round because I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do with this. Because both these beasts are absolutely brilliant in their own way. And I honestly have no idea how the fight's going to go or how I'm going to do the fight. Because one is much more bigger and the other may not be as big but can dodge pretty much any attack by going into her ghostly form. So this might be an interesting fight, and I hope it's going to be a good one, but I'm having a little side of me thinking that's probably not going to be great. Something else I need to say. Sorry for the long pause from the last video that I had on this channel to this one. I've been swamped with work. Literally. But yeah, let's get into this. So, battlefield, I honestly have no idea. Let's say the Central Plains in Avantia. That was the most common battle area in... round 1 of season 1. So I think why not go back there? That'd be good to go back to. So let's get into this. Okay, so I don't even know how we're gonna open up. Yeah, let's get into this. Raksha versus Jakara. Let's go. So what's gonna happen? Raksha is just wandering around outside his territory from the Lake of Light, and just wandering around the Central Plains looking for prey. Yeah, his prey. Yeah, and he spies something in the distance. Seeing that it may seem aggressive or hostile, he makes a fireball and throws it directly towards this figure, which turns out to be Jakara. Jakara senses that and morphs into a ghostly form, having the fireball go right through her, and it hits the ground a few meters away from her. Jakara turns round into a normal form now, and just to see Raksha charging over towards her, and basically what happens is that Jakara, having her axe ready, is just standing there ready for the impacts. Raksha conjures up 2 more fireballs and launches them directly towards Jakara. Jakara swings her axe and slices through one and deflects the other. And when I say slice through one, I mean... let's say my hands on the fireball. Like that. You know what I mean. I hope you do. And and deflects the other with the blade of her axe. By the time that's out of the way, Raksha jumps to the air, ready to slam his fists down onto Jakara. Jakara sees that and swings her axe, just hitting with the side of it, hitting Raksha in the head, knocking him to the side. Whilst Raksha quickly gets back up, he is struck again by the back end of the axe, knocking him to the side a bit. And then with a flourish of the wrists, Jakara goes to swing her axe again with the blade this time to hit Raksha directly in the side of the head. Raksha is able to dodge that just in time though, and reaches out and grabs Jakara's legs and pulls them out from under her, causing her to fall to the ground. Raksha is able to get back up and then pulls Jakara up from her feet, hanging her upside down. Jakara, unable to attack, morphs into a ghostly form, and Raksha's now holding on to nothing. And whilst he's looking around for where Jakara is, Jakara morphs back into a normal form, sneaks up behind Raksha and ready to swing her axe into Raksha's leg. And this time it hits the back of Raksha's leg, causing Raksha to roar in pain and agony. Oh! I don't even know why I did that. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's keep going. Sounds interesting. Okay. Raksha, as quick as he can, turns around and punches the ground. Punches down to behind him. Doesn't hit Jakara's head or body, but does hit one of her arms, pulverizing, pancaking it against the ground and his fist, causing Jakara to yell in pain. And Raksha goes to bring the other fist down, but Jakara is able to dodge that and go into a ghostly form to avoid any other beatings, let's say. And that'd be good. That is good for her. Anyway, Raksha starts roaring in annoyance and gets a little bit of a bright idea. So, waiting for Jakara to appear again, what he does is he jumps up as high as he can to the point where he will be out of reach for Jakara. And then when he gets back, what he does is he conjures up 2 fireballs in his hand and chucks them down to the dried grass of the plains, burning all the grass around him, causing a fire, basically, going around in a circular formation, leaving Jakara trapped. And I am giving a limit to Jakara's ghostly form. Basically, thing is though, with this form can be a bit overpowered. So what I'm going to say is can't go through solid objects like the earth, but can go through organic objects like a beast, and can't go through smoke. Jakara's trapped, basically. In that circular fire, in that ring of fire. Oh god, I wish I said that before now. Raksha then plummets back down, ready to slam his fist into the ground again, causing the ground to shake. And Jakara, in her ghostly form, is on the ground, will feel it, because the ground's moving. So it's feeling a bit off balance and turns into a normal form to fall down. Raksha sees this, conjures up another fireball and chucks it directly towards Jakara. Jakara is able to roll out of the way of that one and hop back onto her feet to be greeted by another fireball ready to hit her. And what she does is she gets her axe like that and swings it side first into the fireball, knocking it directly back at Raksha. Raksha's able to catch it, pushing him back a tiny bit because at the end of the day, it's just a small fireball versus Raksha. And this time he chucks it again, but this time going away from Jakara, only for it to be a curveball and coming around to the side of Jakara. Jakara was ready to hit it head on and didn't have time to react to it coming to her side, and she gets knocked to the side, falling onto the ground. Raksha throws 2 more fireballs towards Jakara. Jakara is able to roll away and dodge that. And right before she can get back up, she's greeted by a fist coming straight down towards her. She goes into a ghost form just in time, only for the ground to shake again from the thump. But as she's lying on the ground, doesn't really affect her. So, yeah. Okay, and Raksha, realising that he has a way to beat Jakara now, is trying to think of a plan of what he's going to do when he sees Jakara again. But he needs to get rid of the yaks, so yeah. So, after what seems like an eternity, Raksha is still looking around the ring of fire for Jakara, but to no sign of her. Only for Jakara to be sneaking up behind Raksha in a ghost form, axe at the ready. She's not going to be allowed to attack in her ghost form, by the way, if you're wondering. And goes into normal form again, just to swing the axe, going into Raksha's back. Raksha roars in pain again and falls to his knees. And Jakara gets ready to swing her axe again, going for the neck. But Raksha, predicting this, leans forwards, his head down, so then it misses, and swings back with an uppercut, knocking Jakara up into the air, causing her to drop her axe. Raksha races to get the axe, whilst Jakara is winded from the uppercut she got. And when Jakara finally got back up, she's greeted by Raksha holding her axe and swinging it directly towards her. Jakara goes to dodge it, and it slices her wrist. Not clean off, but just slices her wrist. And so she yells in pain, and next she goes into a ghostly form. Raksha is going to swing it, but as I said, she goes into a ghostly form just in time. And she still goes to dodge it again, but also goes to grab it as well. However, though, she got her accuracy a bit off with the grabbing, and instead, she was a bit slow with the dodging, I meant, and so she wouldn't be able to grab anyway. But so she was in a ghostly form, went to dodge it, but it was a bit slow, and her axe is actually able to hit her in a ghost form, if you're wondering. So it just slices off the tips of 2 of her fingers. And Jakara, realising that she has this, knew she has this weakness, but now Raksha knows. She knows she's in trouble. So before Raksha could go to swing the axe again, Jakara goes to grab for the axe and start pulling towards her for the axe, whilst Raksha's pulling it back, basically having a bit of a tug-of-war. Whilst they're having this tug-of-war, Raksha gets the idea to just, Raksha's just thinking he's bigger than her, so what he's going to do is that he's going to, with all his strength, lift Jakara up, slam her into the ground, and just fall on top of her. And realising that he's going to feel some pain out of it because of the axe being so close to his torso, he decided the pain would be worth it, and he did exactly that. Jakara gets crushed, but is just barely alive. Raksha gets back up with a gash in his torso now. Having prying the axe of Jakara, gets ready to swing it and swings it down towards Jakara. Jakara tries to roll out of the way and has some of her hair chopped off in the process. However, like a pendulum, Raksha swings the axe back towards her, and Jakara not being fast enough to be able to dodge it, just has the axe slice into her cheek, gashing her, making a big gash from her ears, from her ear to her mouth. Kind of like half a Joker's smile. I don't even know if it is a smile, but you know what I mean. But kind of look like the Joker now. On one side anyway, not the other. The other side. No, not yet. Jakara realizes feeling the pain so much, is getting ready to try and make a grab for the axe again. And but instead of swinging it back down, Raksha lifts the axe up and brings it directly down onto Jakara like a guillotine. And she's able to roll out of the way, but Raksha saw that one coming and swings his hands away from and lets go of the axe from one hand and swings down the other, smacking her to one side, conjures up a fireball and lobs it directly towards Jakara, hitting her directly in the torso and spraying little bits of fire all around her in on the dried grass that isn't burnt, causing her to be trapped in fire that she can't get out of in her ghost form and in her normal form. Due to the amount of injuries she has, she's not able to get back up in time before catching on fire herself, to the point where she slowly starts burning away. Raksha, feeling a bit of sympathy for her, decides to walk up to the little fire patch where Jakara is now lying down, writhing in pain in. What Raksha does, he lifts the axe up, brings it down, and lands directly on Jakara's neck, decapitating her, putting Jakara out of her misery and giving Raksha the win. Now, I am so glad I didn't say the word I was about to say. Okay, so with that being said, Raksha's won, Jakara's lost. Yes, I almost said a bad word there, but I was able to control myself. Oh, that was almost a bad move. So yeah, Raksha won, Jakara's lost. I know Lucas is going to be a bit upset with me that Jakara's lost, but in all fairness though, due to the incredible size difference, I do not see a way in Jakara winning. And I had to nullify her ghostly ability a bit more than what is shown in because quite frankly, the fight will either go for ages or she'll just be too overpowered. And considering that my favourite beast, Mortax, in this series and is getting weaker as the tournament goes on, I think all the beasts really should be getting a bit weaker as the tournament goes on. Jakara, ghostly abilities, in all fairness, smoke should not be able to go through smoke. And she's not like a proper ghost where she could go through solid objects. Organic objects, I would give the benefit of the doubt. This is what I'm saying for the All Generations tournament, when we get around to that. But yeah, that's all for this time. If you think Jakara should have won, please in the comments below why you think that. However, the way that the fight went, Raksha's won. There's nothing that could be done now. Raksha's moving on to the next round with Cressa. And they're in round 3. We're now down to, I believe, 7 beasts remaining. Which beast will win? In the next video, I'll be doing the summary of round 2. So then we can find out, so then we know which 8 beasts are left. So you guys can place your bets on who you think will win. If your original prediction is still there, then congratulations. Mine is. Unfortunately, Lucas's isn't. But I believe he told me he would be happy, he would understand if Raksha wins, because he knows that Raksha's also a really formidable opponent. But yeah, with that being said, if you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe. press that little notification bell down in the corner below. It feels great to be back. I hope I get some more time to do videos, and I'll see you next time.